20-year-old Scoot Henderson is figuring it out. Last 5 games, 20.8 points, 6.8 assists per game, 53.8% from the field, 47.1% from 3 on 6.8 attempts per game. He's getting to the foul line as well. 5.6 free throws per game. It's his best stretch of basketball so far in his young career. He truly is showing signs of being the answer at the point guard position for the Blazers' future. So many were ready to write him off. I feel like fans do this with guards so often, despite it being the position that will take the most time to develop. Plus, you got to consider the Trailblazers are not the most friendly player ecosystem right now because they are very bad. And as a point guard, he's figuring out how to lead an offense. I think one of his most impressive playmaking, table-setting, passing games of the season was against the Houston Rockets, where he had 11 assists. Especially considering they are a top 5 defense in this league. So he starts off the game with a very impressive risky pass. Dillon Brooks heavily helping off Kamara. And Scoot reads Şengün being like, oh, that's not my guy. What's going on here? Why is he here? He's confused. And Scoot made that pass while that's happening. Also, peep the location of the pass. It's only where his guy can get it. The defender has no chance of stealing that. And rewinding it here, not everyone is willing to risk that pass because Alpi looks like he's right there on Kamara. And you can tell he's picking up on little things like this. In transition, it's 4-on-4 basketball, except Fred and Tate both are picking up Scoot. And immediately he recognizes that and understands if he makes the simple pass, the Blazers have an advantage. It turns into a dunk. Very simple play. But if he holds on to that ball too long, dribbles a bit more, the Rockets most likely get stopped in their transition attack. And guess what? Now they have to create in the half-court situation versus the best half-court defense in the league. Simple stuff like that he's starting to apply to his game. He's just quicker with decisions compared to his rookie year. It's simple. If there's a guy open, he's making that pass. He showcases that on the next couple assists. And I'm sure if you sat down every Blazers player and they were in a situation where they can't lie and you ask them, who's your favorite teammate to play with? They are either answering Denny Avdija or Scoot Henderson. I guarantee it, simply because both play unselfish basketball and mostly are pass-first type of players. And right here, he's getting skinny on that screen. He's slowing up, creating contact, then an ever so slight push, doesn't extend to avoid the foul call. Aaron Holiday goes flying anyway, and now it's a wrap. He throws it up to his big man. He's developing into a very solid playmaker. He's averaging 9.6 potential assists per game on the season, which leads the team, which is very impressive because you consider number 2 is Simons with 8.8 potential assists, yet he's getting 31 minutes per game this season, while Scoot is getting 26.5 minutes per game. And during his hot streak, obviously his minutes are up, and in the last 5 games, he's averaging 14.5 potential assists per game in 30.5 minutes per game. To put that in perspective, if he was averaging 14.5 for the whole season, he would be 7th in the entire NBA, smacked right in between Tyrese Haliburton and LaMelo Ball. And obviously, efficiency was a big problem for him. It has been throughout his career, but it's starting to come around slowly but surely. Give him time in this aspect. Last season, in the restricted area, he shot 47.3% from the field, struggling as a finisher. This year, on the same amount of attempts, 3.6 per game, he has improved to 53.6% from the field in the restricted area. He's developing a sweet spot as well, 10 to 16 feet from the basket. He's shooting 56.3% there. He relies on that floater in this region, and of course, the mid-range jumper with turnarounds, step backs. He really has what it takes in his peak form when he's really playing well to be a deadly finisher at the rim, along with an elite mid-range shot maker. It's going to take some time to get there consistency-wise, but he has a nice combo, especially alongside his passing and playmaking ability that he has shown. If he ever develops that efficiency consistency-wise, oh my, he's going to be a heck of a scorer. The three-point shooting is improving. Eye test-wise, he looks more confident and more smooth with it. The percentage has improved a bit as well, but he's still very streaky, of course, from the three-point range. But the thing about Scoot in his peak form is not really going to be about efficiency. When he's on top of his game, he has that Russell Westbrook effect where he speeds up the tempo of the game. He has an electric play that pumps up the crowd and the team. He's giving energy and hustle on both ends of the floor. I mean, did you see his offensive rebound tip in against the Bulls? If I saw that as a teammate, that would get me so hyped. It would make me want to play harder and hustle more. He leads the Blazers in deflections with 2.9 per game. He's going to be more than a plus defender in his prime, especially if the Blazers surround him with other good defenders. He can really develop into a defensive playmaker if he puts his mind to it. 3 blocks a couple nights ago against the Rockets, and at his peak form, he can affect a game in so many different ways. So obviously, you want that efficiency to keep improving, but you got to also remember his impact should be more than just making and missing shots. He's that type of player, in my opinion. I think he's improving in terms of weaponizing his speed and athleticism. He's very fast and can jump out the gym, but so many times last season, he was just in ultra speed mode at all times, a bit out of control. And of course, that still shows up at times, but you're starting to see him slow down, then speed up, play with change of pace more often, which makes his speed more valuable, and he's just tougher to guard when he plays like that. So here, Kamara gets the steal. As Scoot catches, he initially goes really, really fast. Then he slows up ever so slightly. And you could tell he notices his defender selling out on the right-hand drive and finish. So he changes directions, swipes through, and lays it up with the left hand. Then, in the pick and roll, at first, he's just chilling. Then the burst of speed gets him past his initial defender along with the screen. He slows down then to read the rim protector. Once he sees his hands are down, he's right back into quickness mode and hits the floater with speed. Overall, Scoot Henderson is playing the best basketball of his young career, and I expect him to keep getting 30 plus minutes a night, especially once the Blazers trade some guys at the trade deadline and embrace the tank. I can't wait to see what Scoot does the rest of the year. Hopefully we see a lot more of the same as we're seeing recently. Let me know your thoughts below. Leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed. Most importantly, have yourself a great day and check out my other videos. Peace.